fly, little one.
The imagination of Tim Burton coming to life with a live-action remake.
That's right. And grab the tissues. You're going to need it. There was some tears in the audience, and then the kids were like, "Fly, Dumbo, fly!" It was great. So this is a remake, live-action treatment for Dumbo, which came out in 1941. It was only just over an hour long when it first debuted for Disney, and it was meant to recoup the losses of Fantasia, which was a box office bomb the year before. So almost 80 years later, we get an updated story. A lot of the stuff in the original hasn't aged all that well, so it's got a nice contemporary feel to it. Although it is set in 1919, it follows a traveling circus and one adorable CG elephant. You've got Colin Farrell, Ava Green, also Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, and Tim Burton reuniting 27 years later after Batman Returns.
What a cast.
Yeah.
Looking at the take Tim Burton gives, is there almost an underlying narrative critiquing Disney with the big amusement parks and how things work now?
Yeah, there is a little bit, yeah, because there's even plush Dumbo toys that they sell in the movie that look exactly like the Dumbo animated character, and Michael Keaton is the villain, and he runs this dreamland. It's essentially an adventure park that is like Disneyland, so they are taking some thinly veiled shots, I think, at themselves, but it depends how cynical you are about going into this movie. The script did need some polish for sure. It made some of the acting look pretty amateurish, and the story maybe needlessly sprawling at times, but it still has a lot of whimsy, a lot of wonder, a lot of magic, plenty of emotion. And you heard the music in that clip, Danny Elfman, some of his best work in years as a composer, and he's a frequent collaborator with Tim Burton. And there's little nods to the original, like he's not going to get drunk off the circus beer and see pink elephants like the original, but they do find a way to kind of inject a nod to that scene. So overall, I liked it despite some flaws, but you don't want to hear what I thought. What did 4-year-old Deja think of Dumbo? Deja, we saw Dumbo the other night. What did you like about it?
I liked the flying part.
Flying part?
The haunted house part.
Haunted house part, spoiler alert.
And circus part.
The circus part. Okay, what's the verdict?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5! Woo!
Good.
5? She's a little too lenient. 5 out of 5. Come on.
How many others?
She got a little scared when Dumbo was getting chased by people and when they were trying to lock his mom up. I'm going to go 3 out of 5. Respectable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 5 out of 5 for your translation of Deja's critique, too. Love it. Daddy knows best.
That's right.
The second one, Giant Little Ones.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is a powerful teen drama, Canadian film from Keith Berman, and he spent decades in Vancouver, now lives in Toronto, but this actually won the best screenplay for a Canadian film at the Vancouver Film Critics Circle Awards in January, which I'm a proud member of. Get a look at this one.
Never would have happened if we weren't wasted.
You and Ballas did something that straight guys don't normally do.
What are you doing? Moving lockers? What for?
What the hell do you think?
Okay, so it's two best friends on a swim team. One of them has a 17th birthday party. They have an unexpected sexual encounter, and then that has major ripple effects for the two of them when they go back to school after this. It stars Vancouver's Darren Mann, Kelowna's Taylor Hickson, and this was also on TIFF's Canada's Top 10 list. It is astoundingly good. Such a great screenplay from Berman. Really confident, strong direction here. It handled the topic so sensitively. Beautiful visuals as well. I love the soundtrack in this movie, and it also stars Kyle MacLachlan and Maria Bello. Now, Maria Bello is one of the executive producers. She wrote a book called Love is Love, and that is all about when she told her 12-year-old son that she's in a relationship with a woman. So obviously a very powerful story for her with a personal connection, but I just love the topics handled here, and it was a really frank depiction of the complex life that teens go through. It examines sexuality and just how hard it can be to be a young person in today's contemporary culture.
With a movie like this, kind of like the underdog at the box office, does it get a mainstream release, or do you have to find a specific theater?
Yeah, you might have to dig a little bit to find a theater, but please seek this movie out. It is very powerful, riveting stuff, great performances, and you got to get out there and support Canadian cinema.
How many hammers?
4 out of 5.
Ooh,
yeah,
even better than Dumbo.
Loved it.
Okay,
better than Dumbo.
give you that too. Listen, after the break.